Now let us talk about integer data type. We can use integer data type. We can use integer data type to represent whole numbers, or we can say integral values. Okay. Now, for example, let us say a is equal to 100. Okay. Now, let us see what is the type of a. For that, I already told you in the previous video, we will be using type function. Type function is used to get the type of data type which we are using, type of a. Now let's run it. Let's see what will be the answer. Oh, sorry, it is getting connected. Wait for a moment. I am using the Google Colab. Yeah, see here, it came as int data type. So we are using the int data type. How we are recognizing it? With the help of type function. With the help of type function, we are recognizing it, of which type the variable is. Okay. Now let us take another cell. To take another cell, you can simply click on this plus icon. Here it is also written code. Now one thing which we must remember in Python, in Python 2, in Python 2 we have long data type. Okay, but in Python 3, which we are using right now, in Python 3.x, there is no any kind of long data type. It is only int data type. Okay, so if you are coming from Python 2 background, then this you have to take look of. Okay, so this is one thing which we must keep in mind if we are coming from Python 2. All right, now further, we can represent in values. We can represent integer values in four forms. What are they? First, decimal form. Second, binary form. Third, octal form. Fourth, hexadecimal form. Okay, these are the four types of integer value which we will be using throughout our integer tutorial. Okay, we have to keep in mind that. So let us first talk about first decimal form. In decimal form, we have 10 digits, so its base will be 10. Okay, that is, it will be of from 0 to 9. Okay, now basically decimal form is the default number system in Python. Default number system in Python. Okay, default number system in Python, and the allowed digits are from 0 to 9. Okay. Now, for example, we took the example previously that a is equal to 100. Okay, it is a decimal form. All right. So if we are defining simply as a is equal to 20, then it is a decimal form. Okay, it is just as simple as that. But decimal form is over. Now let us talk about binary form. Okay, second one is binary form. Okay, binary form, base will be 2. Okay, plus base will be 2 and allowed digits will be 0 and 1. All right. Now further, for this, for defining the binary value, okay, for storing the binary value in the variable, for storing the binary value in our variable, we have to prefix the literal value with 0 small b or 0 capital B. We have to prefix the value with 0 small b or 0 capital B. Okay, so this is the case with binary form. All right. Okay, so let us take an example for the same. For example, we are storing the binary value in our variable a. Okay, it must be prefixed with the 0b and for example 111. All right, and let's print it and see what is the output we are getting. Okay, we are getting 7. Okay, so actually it is in the binary format. And now one thing which we must keep in mind is that being a programmer, okay, we can specify the literal value in binary, octal or hexadecimal form to a variable. Okay, being a programmer, we can specify the literal value in binary, octal and hexadecimal form, but Python virtual machine, okay, but let me write it, but Python virtual machine will always provide the values in decimal form. Okay, now because of this simple rule, here we are getting the output in integer form. Okay, we can check it, the type of it will come integer. Okay, let me show you type of a. Okay, let me print it. See, int. So why it is coming int? Irrespective of the fact that we are providing the literal values in binary form, but again it is coming int as the output, because Python virtual machine will always provide values in decimal form. That's the reason why. Okay, so this is how we declare or we store the binary values in our variable. Okay, now let us come to for example, now second one is third one is octal form. Okay, third one is octal form. We completed decimal form, binary form. Let us come to octal form. Okay, now In octal form, what is the base? Base means how many digits we will be using in the given number system. In octal form, we will be using 8 digits, so base will be 8. Okay, and uh, from where to where we will be using 0 to 7. Okay, 0 to 7 digits are used in octal form. Now all the values or all the literal values which we will be providing should be prefixed with should be prefixed with 0 O or 0 capital O. Okay, O stands for octal. Okay, O stands for octal, and similarly here B stands for binary. Okay, now let us take an example to understand it clearly. For example, A is equal to 0 0 1 2 3. Okay, A is equal to 0 0 1 2 3. Let's print it. Okay, let's print it, and let's at the same time see what is the type of it. Type of A. Okay, now let's run this cell. Output will be see 83. Here we have not given 83, but if we convert this octal form to a decimal form, then definitely the output result will be getting 83. So it is providing us the value 83 in integer form. Okay, why it is doing this? Because of this simple rule. Python virtual machine will always provide value in decimal form. Okay, this because of this simple rule we are getting the value in integer form, that is 83. Okay, now before going further, before going to hexadecimal form, one thing which must be keep in mind is that, for example, if we are providing binary values to a variable, then we can take only the digits which are allowed in binary digit. For example, 0 and 1. Okay, if I am taking 2 2 2 3 4, now 2 3 4 is not allowed in binary. So if we try to run this cell, then definitely I am going to get an error. It is a syntax error because see here you wrote that it is 0b. Okay, so in 0b you are not allowed to write 2 3 4. You can only write 0 or 1. 0 or 1. Now if I run the cell, it is working fine. Okay, similarly, if I want to declare or I want to store octal value 0 O, then I cannot provide the value, or I cannot write the value greater than 7. For example, if I write 8, okay, up till 1 to 7 it is fine, but if I am writing 8, then it will show the syntax error. Why? Because 8 is not a digit in octal form. In octal form, digit is from 0 to 7. So this is the small thing which you should keep in mind. If I provide 777, then it is fine, then there will be no error. Okay, so this is the thing which we must keep in mind. Now let us move forward further. Now let us see hexadecimal form. Hexadecimal form, in this the allowed digits are from 0 to 9. Okay, plus we can also take the alphabet from A to F. Okay, A to F, both, it can be small or it can be capital. Okay, So base will be, okay, what will be the base? What will be the base of it? What will be the base of it? Base will be 16. Okay, so 0 to f, basically if I want to write it range wise, then 0 to f, okay, or 0 to 9 union a to f. Okay, so this is the range of values which we can provide while using the hexadecimal form. Now how we can declare, or how, what thing we should prefix it with. So prefix, we should prefix the values, we should prefix the values with 0 small x or 0 capital X. Okay, we should prefix the value with 0 small x or 0 capital X. For example, a is equal to, for example, a is equal to 0 x FACE. Okay, it is a valid value. Let us see. Yeah, it ran fine. Let's print it. Print a. And similarly, let's see the type to confirm if it is following that simple rule which I discussed earlier. See, it came integer value. Okay, why integer value? Because Python virtual machine will always provide values in decimal form. Okay, that's the reason why. Similarly, if I put here capital X, then also there will be no change. We will be getting same value. Okay, for example, instead of here face, if I provide deer, okay, then there will be a syntax error. Why? Because r is not the digit which we will be using in hexadecimal form. We can use up till f only, a to f, and here it is r. Okay, so these are the simple things which you must keep in mind. After removing it, if I run it, then it will run 5. Okay, so this is all about the different forms of values in integer that we can represent the integer values. Okay, now, so that's it guys, thank you.